Hey, what's going on guys, Bjorn here again, Goosebumps #1 Aussie fan, bringing you another video. So here it finally is, all 62 Goosebump books reviewed in under 20 minutes. So yeah guys, let's get stuck in, shall we? Alrighty. Welcome to Dead House, the classic, the first ever Goosebump book ever written. I would definitely say a 9 out of 10. Stay Out of the Basement, 8.5 out of 10. Monster Blood. I would say probably about a 9 out of 10. Say Cheese and Die, 10 out of 10. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Not the one with Prince Karoo, he is in the sequel, but still a fantastic book. I would say about a 8 out of 10. Let's Get Invisible. Fantastic book and fantastic episode. I would say probably about a 8 out of 10. Night of the Living Dummy. The classic. The most nostalgic Goosebumps book cover of all time. Not the story with, Slappy, obviously, but, Mr. Wood being the main antagonist in this book, but still one of the most nostalgic Goosebump book covers of all time. I would say definitely an 11 out of 10. The Girl Who Cried Monster, fantastic book, also a great episode, very creepy episode, but the book I would say is definitely a 10 out of 10. Welcome to Camp Nightmare. Fantastic book, great episode, definitely a solid 9 out of 10. The Ghost Next Door, the story of Hannah Fairchild, also one of the stars of the Goosebumps movie. Definitely an 8.5 out of 10, I would say. Haunted Mask, one of the most nostalgic books and episodes. I would say definitely a solid 10 out of 10. Be Careful What You Wish For. Not the best episode, but still a great book. 7.5, 8 out of 10. Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. I would say probably 8 out of 10 for this one. I mean, I really do like the episode also, and the book is fantastic, so 8 out of 10. The Werewolf of Fever Swamp. Definitely a solid 10 out of 10. I love the book, I love the episode, and I loved the character in the Goosebump movie. Fantastic. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed in the Goosebump movie, but the guy who played Will Blake in the actual episode was in the Goosebump movie. He cameoed. You can see him, I'll put the link in the description, you can actually see him running with all the other students in like the chase scene through the school. You Cannot Scare Me. No, You Cannot Scare Me. Fantastic book. 8 out of 10. One Day at Horrorland. Potentially going to be the biggest focus in the Goosebumps sequel. Fantastic book. Great episode. Definitely a solid 11 out of 10. Why I'm Afraid of Bees. It's obvious, isn't it? 7.5 out of 10. Monster Blood 2. Great book. Never turned into an episode, but still, great book. 8 out of 10. 9 out of 10, actually. Deep Trouble. Bad episode. Great book. 9 out of 10. Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. Great episode. Great book. 8.5 out of 10. I was actually supposed to do a separate video next on this one, but here you go, guys. My review for this book is an 8.5 out of 10. Go Eat Worms. Fantastic book. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it? I mean, he doesn't really eat worms in the book, but the worms, eat him. Or try to eat him. You guys know the story. Great book. 8 out of 10. Ghost Beach. Not my favorite Goosebump book, not really my favorite episode, but the TV book is very rare, isn't it, Zach baby? I would say a 7.5 out of 10 for this one, maybe even a 7. 7 to 7.5. Return of the Mummy. Prince Karoo, one of the Goosebumps mascots who was in the Goosebumps film. Definitely a great book. I would say probably about a 9 out of 10 for this one. Fantastic. Definitely better than the first one. Phantom of the Auditorium. I've read this book. It's not my favorite, but it's still pretty good. I would say about a 7.5 out of 10. Attack of the Mutant. Great episode. Great book. Definitely a 9 out of 10. My Hairiest Adventure. A lot of people despise the episode and say the book is really good. But you know what? I liked the episode and I liked the book. 8 out of 10. Night in Terror Tower. Fantastic book. Great episode. Definitely a solid 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Cuckoo Clock of Doom, the second Goosebumps episode ever made. And it was a great episode, may I say. And the book was also fantastic. 8 out of 10. It was also in the Goosebumps movie for like 2 seconds. It scared the hell out of Zach Cooper. Monster Blood 3. Great book. Very good Goosebumps book. I would say about 8 out of 10. Not a great Goosebumps episode, but a fantastic book. 8.5 out of 10. The greatest of all the Night of the Living Dummy books, because the star right here, Slappy, the evil dummy, the book where he really shines. Definitely the creepiest. For some reason, people like the first book cover the most. I like this one, and you know what I find creepy about this one? It's a little girl's bedroom with like these little toys, flowers and that, and then you got this like creepy thing sitting in the middle right there. This haunting, disturbing image of Slappy just sitting in the middle of all this pink and green and blue and yeah, definitely the greatest dummy book. I would say a solid 500 out of 10. The Barking Ghost. The episode was actually pretty good, I gotta admit. And the guy that played the brother of what's his name again? Oh, I haven't read this one in ages. Cooper! That's his name. His brother, the guy, you know, that plays Cooper in this, go back and watch the episode. His brother looks exactly like that mean kid in Toy Story, the first Toy Story. What's his name? I can't remember, but he's like the really mean kid that like rips all the toys apart and puts different pieces on other toys. I can't remember. I think it's Sid, I think his name is. I can't remember. But yeah, he looks exactly like the brother in this book. It's like in the episode. It's, oh my god. Guys, it's uncanny. The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam, my favorite Goosebump book of all time. Would definitely say a 10 out of 10 for certainty. Definitely one of the creepiest Goosebump books. In my opinion, the creepiest Goosebump book of all time. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes. I absolutely love this book and I love the episode. 10 out of 10. A Shocker on Shock Street. I never remember writing about a giant praying mantis. Oh right, now I remember. 9 out of 10. Haunted Mask 2. What would I give this one? I mean, I like the first one better, but this one is still fantastic, so I'm just going to say 8.5 out of 10. The Headless Ghost. Fantastic Goosebump book. Pretty disturbing episode. I don't know why, but I used to be really creeped out of that episode. I would say probably about an 8 out of 10 for this one. Definitely. 8 out of 10 for this one. Right. Headless Ghost. The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena, one of the main focus villains in the Goosebumps movie. The book is also pretty good. I would say 8.5 out of 10? 9 out of 10? I don't know. 8.5, 9. That sort of range. How I Got My Shrunken Head. Wasn't a big fan of the episode, but I loved the book. 9 out of 10. Night of the Living Dummy 3. This is when Slappy brings like Rocky, you know, the other dummy to life. and turns Zane into a dummy. It's also one of the most amazing Goosebumps episodes, one of the most well-made Goosebumps episode. This one is definitely a 9.5 out of 10. Fantastic. Oh, slappy, guys. Bad Hair Day. Haven't read this book for a long time. I think I only read this one maybe once. I can't really remember it, but I'm just going to go based on what I give the episode. 8 out of 10. Egg Monsters from Mars. I love this book, guys. This is seriously one of the greatest Goosebumps books ever. I love the story. I would definitely say this one is a 9 out of 10 for sure. The Beast from the East. This is one of those Goosebumps books that has you like, you know, you don't want to put it down kind of thing, because it's just like, it's like a roller coaster ride, this book, and it's fantastic. I love how R.L.Stine wrote this one. I would definitely give this one a 9 out of 10. It's a good Goosebumps read. Like, you could seriously blast through this one in 40 minutes. Like, you just can't stop reading it. Say cheese and die. Again. Again, again, again. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm like singing through this video. This one, 8.5 out of 10. I prefer the original one, but still great book. Ghost Camp. Ghost Camp, Ghost Camp, Ghost Camp. I can't really remember this one, and it was never made into an episode. I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. 7.5 out of 10. I can't remember this one, guys. I haven't read it in a long time. I think this may be my next one that I will read. How to Kill a Monster. 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Legend of the Lost Legend. Haven't read this one for a while either. I'm just going to say an 8 out of 10. Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns. This is such a great Goosebump book. I love the story, how like they're trying to fatten the kids up, you know, because they want to eat them, obviously. This is a fantastic book, guys. It's such a well-written, like, story, tale kind of thing. I wish they would make a Goosebump movie just based on this book. It would be so epic. Definitely a 9.5 out of 10 for this one. I love it. Vampire Breath. Yeah. I wasn't really a fan, because I'm not really a fan of vampires, you know. Twilight kind of killed vampires for me. I don't know, 7.5. I mean, it was an alright book, well written, but I'm not really into vampires, guys, so 7.5 for that one. Calling All Creeps. Oh, fantastic. 9.5 out of 10 for sure. Great episode, great book, just all around great story. Beware the Snowman. I haven't read this one in a while either. I can't really remember this one. It's just such a blur. Some of these books are really a blur. Like, I can't remember them very well. 7.5, 8 out of 10. I don't know. You guys tell me, because I haven't read this one in so long. So, yeah. I don't know. How I Learnt to Fly. 7.5 out of 10. Pretty good story. Didn't mind it. It was alright. Chicken Chicken. 5 out of 10. Don't Go to Sleep. 8 out of 10. Pretty good book, I gotta admit. I actually read this one about 6 months ago, the last time I read it. Yeah. Good book. Not so great episode, though. The Blob That Ate Everyone. Fantastic Goosebump book. The episode was actually a very good representation. See, I hadn't read the book in so long, so when I saw the episode again, I was like, not that great, you know, it doesn't look that great. But then when I read the book again, I realized the episode was actually a good representation. So, no, the episode and book were both great. I'd say 9 out of 10 for this one. The Curse of Camp Cold Lake. 7.5 out of 10. Good book, good book. Goosebumps approved. My Best Friend is Invisible. Now, this is actually the ghost that is in the Goosebumps movie. Just to clear that up for some of you guys that think it's from Let's Get Invisible. I thought it was from Let's Get Invisible because they did like the whole reissue book of Let's Get Invisible. So I assumed that, you know, the Invisible Boy was from that. But no, the Invisible Boy is actually from this. Because it even says somewhere here, no, it's not on the back actually. It's in the book, but his name's Brent Green, okay? This book is in the Goosebumps movie. The ghost from this. Nearly done, guys. Deep Trouble 2. I actually really like Deep Trouble 2. I don't know. I really like the second one more than the first one. I'm going to say a 9 out of 10 for this one. The Haunted School. 10 out of 10. Fantastic Goosebump book, this one, guys. It's one of the later ones, too, and it's, like, probably one of the best later books, I would say. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Werewolf Skin. Excellent book. Like, I mean, excellent Goosebump book. And this one still has the mask inside. Yeah. See, if there's anything inside these Goosebump books, I never take them out. I keep them inside the books because the value is all there. This one is definitely a 9 out of 10. Great story and great book. Great episode too. It was a 40-minute one actually. I Live in Your Basement. This one was pretty creepy. I would say this one's probably about an 8.5, guys. And the very last Goosebump book ever written in the original 62. Monster Blood 4. Definitely an 8.5 out of 10. I mean, it's not the best of the Monster Blood books, but it is really good. And this was the last book, yeah, before they did the Series 2000. Don't miss the Series 2000 books. So, yeah. Well, guys, that's every Goosebump book. I'm guessing in under 20 minutes. One other thing I just wanted to say is on the Goosebumps 2 sequel movie page, which is on IMDb, it now has R.L.Stine where the writers are. Originally, it just had Darren Lamaki. Now it has been updated and it has Darren Lamaki and R.L.Stine. So I'm guessing they are writing the script right now and getting it prepared, what the story's going to be and all that. So yeah, guys, just a little update on the Goosebumps sequel that has finally surfaced. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you again soon.